Hello everyone, welcome to the Nail Tip Show. Today I am demonstrating a fresh new set on acrylic nails. We're gonna do some French nails, some ombre, lots of glitters I know you will love, so stay tuned and check this out. For today's tutorial, the products that we are using are Chisel Nail Art Acrylics OM83A, OM79B, Solid Color number 71, and of course a clear. And then I'm also using Chisel Black Diamond Gel Top. This is a non-wipe. Of course we can't live without glitters, and I'm using this more like a chunk glitters, and these are as well. So this is more like a dark green, and this is more like a, you can see it's more like a prism. Gorgeous guys, really gorgeous. And of course a little bit of a small glitters as well. And I'm also adding little flakes just to kind of amp it up a little bit. And of course we can't do acrylic nails without a brush. I'm using number 12 from Joy Mia. And you also need a tool to pick up your crystals. I'm using from a tool from Glids. And I'm also using a liner brush from Lachat. Okay, and you can't have a blingy without any crystals. So these are the one I'm gonna use, and some I don't know yet, but you will see. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Okay guys, so today's look, I'm doing this new set, so I'm gonna show you a full set on this one. Look how beautiful that is, don't you agree, Sierra?
I love it.
I know.
It's so gorgeous.
We did French look, of course, obviously, and then some nude color. And to amp it up a little bit, we put some rhinestone. And this is the whole look. Like I said, look how beautiful. Let's jump right in, okay? Obviously, I already applied the long tip, but I shortened down just so this is a length that Sierra's, she wants this length. So let's just keep this length. And yeah, so everything is prepped. I applied dehydrated and primer everything. I'm gonna start with number 12 brush from Joy Mia. First thing, when you work with a fresh set, you always want to apply a tiny bit of clear on the nail plate, so then that way when you take off the entire set, you don't have to file that nail really low. So then you just have like a secure blanket. Like I said, it's very thin. You can see I'm not applying that much, just like a little thin coat over that natural nail plate. That way you have freedom to use whatever color you want without sacrificing the working closely to the natural nail plate. Okay, so let's start with the nude color first. I'm gonna pick up a kind of fairly small bead. Just go straight from cuticle down. Make sure I have enough color, and then feather that down, and that's just my base. Okay, so next I'm gonna pick up a color OM83A and apply on from the free edge of the nails and feather that up. So I'm just gonna put a little bit right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna push that a little bit up. I'm just gonna feather that up a little bit against that pink, that nude color. I'm not gonna bring all the way that high, so I'm gonna feather slowly that down, so then I can make it padded into the shape that I already have it established. So now this is the key to keep everything in shape. You want to make sure you take the time, stay with the length and the shape that you already have. Okay, keep doing that until you're satisfied with what you're doing. Just gonna blend that, make sure I have everything in shape. Okay, so now since I don't have enough product there, which is great because I don't want too much product there, but I do want to keep a little bit wet so then I can apply the flakes and the glitter. So I'm just going to add slightly more of the nude and feather that down. Instead of clear, I just continue using the nude, and then I just pick up a little bit clear, and I'm going to pick up slightly this green glitter right here and add that right there. And then with a wet brush, I'm just going to pick up the flakes like so and apply it on. So now I'm just going to finish this nail with the clear medium bead right here, and then slowly tilting that finger and blending that down. Now you just want to smooth and bring everything into shape. You're basically using the body of the brush and the tip of the brush to blend everything out, and then bring and keep that clear into place and keep the structure as well, so then later you don't have to shape a lot. I feel like if I have too much product at the tip, I can blend it upwards, so then that way the clear will be even out. Now I'm looking at my side view. I notice I don't have enough apex right there, so I'm just going to add a slightly small bead and add that in. Okay, so that's, I'm gonna do the French. So let's start. So to give a nice straight line of the French look, I'm using this X-Acto knife to cut out my nude color here to give really like a crisp line, okay? So I'm gonna pick up like a medium bead, and I'm gonna start from the cuticle. Actually, I'm using right there. Okay, just gonna slowly using my brush and feather that down. Very light touch, so then your product is nice and smooth. Okay. And you want to do that until you have the surface very nice and clean and smooth. Okay. So then I'm going to give it like maybe 30 seconds or so, because by the time you work with it, and you don't want to wait it to dry. But when you see the surface almost like a matte, that's when you want to trim it. So then I'm going to angle it where I want it, and then I just kind of slice it out. And make sure you have a clean, straight line. While still wet, you can go back and perfect the line. You only have a window of like maybe 2 minutes, between 2 to 3 minutes to cut it. So you make sure you know exactly where you want to cut it. That way you don't waste a lot of time filing that line too. And let it sit for a couple minutes, because if I want to make sure I have a straight line, I'm gonna perfect that with the file a little bit, but I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. I'm gonna move on to this one. So with this finger, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pick up about medium side bead and apply from cuticle down. You're just using the tip of the brush and guide the product behind the cuticle, so then it looks nice and tight. And then slowly guide that product down. Like I said, I'm gonna give it like maybe a minute or so just to wait until the product almost like a matte finish. And then I'm gonna use the knife and cut. To give it a crisp line, I'm just gonna shape that a little bit. But before I do that, I'm gonna cover my product just in case. And then I'm gonna use this flat file. Just make sure I do the edges only. So now that I have the line is nice and clean and straight, I'm just gonna go in with this color, and then you wanna pick about a medium size, okay? And I'm just gonna place it right in the center, and then slowly pull that color up to the edge, just using the tip of the brush and guide that product up. So you wanna keep that nice and straight. Clean your brush if you have to, and then just keep doing it until you have everything nice to the edge. Okay, and then for this part, I'm just gonna blend it down. If it's too much, you can just kind of swipe that off a little bit. That way it won't be too thick. Make sure the size is nice and clean and straight as well. And I'm gonna do the same. Clean everything to make sure it's nice and clean. That way the color doesn't bleed into another color. That way everything's gonna be nice and smooth. And then to add that sparkle, I'm gonna add a few more colors, glitters. I have this chunk glitters right here. I have this more like a green tone glitter, like a big size glitter. And this one, I can't tell you, but it looks like a prism. It looks black, but when you apply it on, it's really gorgeous. So I'm gonna use both. So I'm gonna tap my tip of the brush with clear. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of this green, just slightly. I don't need a lot. I'm gonna do the same. This kind of like almost black, but it's for the with the reflection is like a prism color. It's really nice. So you can move the glitter if it's still movable. See how pretty that is? So in the light, you see a sort of different tone. Then I'm just gonna let it be and move on to the next one. Same thing with this finger. You wanna take about sort of between the small and medium. I'm just gonna walk it up slowly. If you find a big chunky glitter, you don't want to tuck it in a small area like this. Then you just blending that down. And make sure you check the size as well. Make sure you have every product on the side. Clean your brush. And now just kind of slowly blend everything down and smooth that out. So everything stay in shape, nice and even. So this chunk, I'm just gonna move it, slowly move it down a little bit, so then it's not on the edge. This part later, you're gonna shape that part, so I don't wanna be right there, so yeah. You see, you just kind of use the side of the brush and the tip of the brush and blend everything down so nice and smooth. Okay, I'm gonna take a small bead, go on the other side. It looks really good by itself, but like I said, I want to amp it up a little bit. That's why I'm adding different size and different glitters. It's just really fun to look at. So with the wet brush, I'm just gonna pick up some flakes and add it in a little bit, not a lot, just for fun. I'm gonna do the same. You don't want to add too much, okay guys? I usually add just because the flake is so nice and thin. I want it to be more on the wing here, so then it has a little bit more of the color. If it, see, I put it too much, I don't want it, then I'll just take it, add it. All right. So with this finger, I'm gonna do the ombre of these two color right here. I'm gonna use this color OM83A and OM79B to give it more like an ombre look. So first, I'm gonna use like a medium side, and I'm just gonna place it right the center, almost like 70% of the nail, and just kind of blend it down. You don't want to work too thick because you're gonna encapsulate it with clear later. So I'm just I want to keep it nice and thin, but enough coverage. And make sure you keep the glitter stay along the side of the nail, so then later you don't have sharp edges when you shape. So make sure the same way. I'm gonna try to have enough product on the side as well, so then you don't lose the shape. Okay, I'm gonna pick a small bead, this OM83A, and apply from the cuticle down. And then yeah, look at that. So now if I look at this nail, let me see. If I want a little bit more green, then I'm just gonna pick up like a small bead and put it right here and just kind of blend it down a little bit, so it gives more like an ombre look. You see? It's gorgeous by itself. Oof. So for the thumb, I'm just gonna use the OM79B just on the thumb. Same here. I'm just gonna pick up about slightly medium to large size bead and just slowly working that down. Any big chunky glitter, you want to keep it in the center of the nail. And you just want to blend that down a little bit. Oh, wow. This color by itself is gorgeous. It's like a midnight green, huh?
Mm-hmm. Very pretty.
Yeah. I love how they mix the glitters, and this almost like a glass shard into it, right?
Definitely, with the chunks of glitter.
Yeah, see, it looks gorgeous by itself. This is why I put it on the thumb, so it's just nice. And then I'm gonna continue kind of like small, and then work from cuticle down. You want to make sure you have from sidewall to sidewall, and then using my tip of the brush and blend that down. Everybody gonna notice your nails from now on. This set is so nice. Now I want it. The color looks so good. To amp this nail a little bit, I'm just gonna add some glitter as well, just a few chunks of the glitter. Just basically using clear and just brush it on. And then like I said, you're using too much, you just kind of use the tip of the brush, just kind of spread them out a little bit. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of clear as well and add the other glitter. And you just continue until you're pleased with your work, and then you stop. To make it fun, I'm adding this piece of kind of like, what you call this, almost like glass look. Just gonna add that right in the middle. I'm gonna use a clean monomer. I'm adding a new liquid monomer, so that way I can use it for clear. So now I pick up a sort of like a medium size, and I'm gonna place it right here. I'm gonna blend that down. And go back. Okay, then I'm going to take about a small bead and start from the cuticle down. Okay. Then I'm going to move to the next one. I'm going to do the same thing. So to move on shaping, I have to do this because I don't want to cut into her cuticle. So now I'm just gonna shape that nice. So to take down the bulk, I'm just gonna put it a little bit high speed. I'm gonna start with the pinky as well. Just to finish the nails, I'm gonna buff it with this sanding band, clean up the cuticle a little bit, and then buff entire nail. So after I'm done with all the shaping and filing, I'm just gonna add some rhinestone to this. I just think it's gonna amp it up a little more, just to add some bling to it. So I'm using this Q Nail Art Rhinestone Gel No Wipe. This is really good gem gel because it's actually non-wipe. So after you're done, you don't have to go back with a non-wipe top coat. You can just go you can just use it as that. But what I'm gonna do is use this, adhere all the rhinestone, and then apply the top coat, then be done. Okay. So now I'm just gonna finish this look with this diamond, black diamond gel, top gel. This is non-cleanse, so I'm just gonna apply this on. So beautiful. So now put in the lamp for 60 seconds. So this is the finished look. What do you guys think? Oh my goodness, so in love with this colors and glitters, right?
I love it. It's so
I know.
pretty.
So much fun to look at. But yeah, so basically you have the French look, you have a little bit ombre on the glitters, you have little crystals and everything. Like, this set is so much fun to look at, and it's so much fun to do. Look at the thumbs, guy. Woo! Yay! It's like a party.
So sparkly.
Okay, so yeah. So that is all for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed that fresh set. This is a new set that I just thought I'd give it a try, maybe a full look. I don't know if you guys like it, but I hope you do. If you don't, let me know. Maybe I could try something out. And yeah, I know a little bit long, but I find that sometimes a full tutorial, that way you can see the design from beginning to the end. Well, give it a thumbs up if you like it, or leave the comments if you don't, okay? I hope you enjoyed that, and be sure to subscribe us on YouTube, like us on Facebook and Instagram as well. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye guys.